Okay, hi everybody. Good morning. I'm really excited to see you guys today. So, today we're going to focus on what it is to actually be healed, to be seen. And in this way, honestly, my eye of being seen in this healing, we're going to go into some of the parts of ourselves today that maybe we haven't really wanted to see, or we think we don't want to see it, we kind of run from ourselves of seeing it. And we're actually just going to set this field of permission so we can get to see some like the ickier, clunkier parts of ourselves and see if we can do it in group today. Oh, like always, you have these practices to just always turn back to. So, we're going to start just by grounding in. So, just getting your feet planted or your seat on the ground. Just getting really comfortable in your body. Yeah, start closing your eyes or bringing them to just a soft gaze, just softening your eyes. Just imagine a circle of light surrounding the entire group. A field of safety, a field of belonging. In this circle, nothing needs to be hidden. All parts of you are welcome. The purpose of today is not to fix you, but to invite more of you here. Inviting in your wholeness. Inviting in deeper integration of all of you into the fullness of who you are. Just taking a deep breath, placing your hands on your heart. And just finding if there's one thing today that you're trying to bring in. If there's one thing you want to receive for your day. And it's holding this in your heart and slowly opening your eyes and just coming back to the group. Yeah, when we're healing, it's not about perfection or having it all completed immediately. Like this really slow drip in process of integrating, of being with. Our daughter has been co-sleeping. She's 3 1/4 for this whole time. She loves co-sleeping. When I was in like last stages of pregnancy, I moved to my own bedroom, and it's been her and Dylan to work on their bond. And as of this week, she was asking for her own bed because her friends sleep in their own bed now, which is great. She can totally sleep in her own bed. So I put it up on the floor, and the whole deal is that I'm putting it away in 3 days so she doesn't sleep in it, just because it takes up the entire room. But she went to sleep last night without any problem, and Dylan sends me this picture. It's like so cute, asleep in her bed. And I was like, wow, she did it. Like, it's amazing. And then I go in this morning to open the door so they can hear the baby. And she's completely on top of him. Like, she likes to sleep completely on top of Dylan. And he's just like this with her. Right? It's like this it's just this really slow process to get to anything because there's no rush. I don't care where she sleeps. I couldn't care less. I mean, especially now that I don't sleep with her, I couldn't care less about her sleep. It's really Dylan's job. And then it's like, oh, we're ready. Cool. Here are all the things to get ready for it. Like, there's a readiness that's here, and there's no need for it to go any faster than the process at hand. And that's kind of like where I was feeling as I was writing this class yesterday about what healing is, right? Where it was feeling to me, where it's this process of being able to stay present with yourself in all states of the healing. I know her co-sleeping isn't healing, but it was just this very slow process of when there's no agenda to it. Hey, there's an end goal, right? Yeah, she will sleep in her own bed, of course. There's also this place of not fixing my agenda of the now, or you need to. Because as soon as I place my agenda on her, I'm actually robbing her of her own process to come into her own bed. Like whatever is going to make her way to sleep there as she's ready, because there's no problem right now. Dylan loves cuddling her. She's just getting ready for it as she's going into this new area of, oh, she can fully sleep alone. She's able to. She can fall asleep at school, no problem. Like, she's able to. But it's like that presentness. Great, she went to bed. She set up her bed. And there's no fixing, there's no pushing. Right, so this is like that awareness piece of noticing without judgment. I'm noticing where she's at, feeling her readiness, setting it up, and I'm truly not attached and don't care what happens. And then, so after awareness, noticing, comes this self-love. It was really important. Where like this can emerge when we stop abandoning parts of ourselves. This is even if we have that end goal and we're like, oh, but I want it to happen right now. It's like, oh, the process is happening. And where that breath is just, oh, we're really loving this step of it. We're in the right direction. And now we can breathe and enjoy this. And then we can celebrate this place of the healing, this place of our process. Right? And so celebration is like that honoring of any of the parts that are arising, the ones we've been exiled. So, past I've had like a lot of rigidity around these transitions. It's like, oh, I'm not going to. So like no matter what the stage is, like where can there be this self-celebration coming in of whatever the healing, whatever the transition path is. And then for wherever you're at, seeing that in wholeness, right? So like in the true healing, as we've practiced here, it's not just, oh, I'm having this healing experience. It's, oh, I'm being witnessed in my healing by other. Where the other can actually see our totality. Not just how we're curating one part of ourselves, or we're posturing or projecting or posing as healed, like holding all of healed now. It's, oh, I'm on this practice now. This part is still, this is just where it's at. And if we can be reflected and seen, right, open ourselves in these safe places where it's okay to be seen in that, then we're getting this reflection of that healing, of that okayness. So, yeah, I mean, I just would love if you all would like even think about any part of your own healing that's happening right now. right? If there's like a vulnerable place in your own healing stage, whatever one healing aspect thread you could be working on, and where you could be being seen by another person. Right, so if we're like bringing these threads in with another person, can we be seen with more intimacy and more love instead of rejection? And if you can't find it, I'm going to bring you into an exercise to find it. All right. Okay, so when you're ready, we're just going to close your eyes and keep finding this thread, or it'll just come. Whichever one. Just come back into your body, back into your eyes. It's going to be a lot of experiential class today. And just start scanning your body all the way from the top of your head, down your forehead, your face, your throat, your chest, shoulders, arms, hands, belly, waist, pelvis, legs, feet. And just notice what feels tight, what feels open, what feels hidden. Notice where your attention resists going. Oh, notice where this hidden part is in your body. Maybe where your attention is resisting going. And just asking this area of your body, what part is there? What sensation? Yeah, it's this part of you. What part I most try to hide from others? what would it mean for this part to be seen and celebrated? And just as you're coming back, holding this here, this nugget of how to be seen, how to be celebrated. For this part of you that's wanting to hide. And just see if you can let this part just peek out a little bit in this group. Little tiny bit. Just a little bit. Slowly opening up your eyes, seeing the space from around you. Would it be for this part of you just to take in that it's all so welcome here, even if it's just a moment before it hides back in? And if anyone feels open just to putting in the chat with this, what it would mean for this part to be seen or celebrated, so we can just see what you each would be wanting or needing. Just voicing it, not about your part, just what it would mean for it to be seen and celebrated. Every time you're sharing, it just expands this tapestry of this group of what healing can look like. So it's really helpful if we do share. When this part is met, I feel free, creative, and purposeful. As you wait for some more shares to come in, I'm going to share about what comes next too. So I promised it could help this part feel worthy of coming out. When this part is met, it means nothing is wrong. Thanks. So we're going to go into why you may be continuously creating a reality where these parts aren't met or they are hidden. they are being rejected over and over again. I knew we were going to talk about it a couple weeks ago. Someone else said this part needs recognition of its worthiness. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago of what the existential kink is. So this is this idea that whatever we resist is usually something we unconditionally crave. So instead of, we really use any of these, but worthiness is brought up twice, so we could do worthy, of not feeling worthy. There's something that we're enjoying in the body of not feeling worthy, like the royal we, of not feeling worthy. So we're actually constantly looking for evidence to not feel worthy, to prove that that is true, and to create that story, because there's something underneath that we're liking more than actually being worthy. We may actually really like being submissive to the world and feeling small and worthless. Well, that's this idea of what the existential kink is that there's something else that we're resisting that we like so much more than actually that feeling of worthiness. And how Elliot really explains it is that it's so much about our shadow desires. They talk a lot about shadow work in existential kink. So it's like our unconscious creates circumstances to feel specific situations. Right? So even having these situations of feeling unworthy, your subconsciousness is creating to feel more control, humiliation, rejection, or chaos. So it's wanting that. And where existential kink goes into is if you're consciously enjoy feeling unworthy, really let yourself enjoy it. Even though you thought you hated feeling unworthy, but you let yourself actually enjoy it because some part of you's liking it because it's here in your like regular life. Then it can actually stop ruling your body, your system. So like one of the big statements, so existential kink is, it's like a whole philosophy and practice. And I did one of the trainings with her like I think 7 or 8 years ago. But like one of their main statements in this is like, instead of asking yourself, why does this always happen to me? It's like, well, what secret pleasure might I be getting from this? You really sit with it and actually start finding the pleasure so it can stop ruling you. And so we're just going to try it out today. It does not mean that you have to resonate with this way of being within. It's a little different than what we usually do, and sometimes this practice can be extremely helpful of just noticing where it's getting hooked. So I just want to know, like, does this resonate with anybody? If you like, write in the chat, raise your hand, like, do you follow this? Do you have a question before we go into okay, great. All right, so we're gonna go into a practice now. Okay, we're all here. So try and get comfortable as we try this out, even if you're not on the screen, just being sure you're ready. All right, so first just get comfortable and close your eyes. Allowing yourself to arrive fully back into your body. Notice your breath and just keep it the way it is. Notice the ground beneath you. supporting you. There is nothing to fix, nothing to fight here. All parts of you are welcome. Today we're going to turn toward the patterns in life that seem to trap us. The repeating frustrations, the old loops. We're going to get curious. What hidden pleasure might be here? And what happens if we fully allow ourselves to feel it? And bring some more relaxation into your shoulders, your jaw, loosen your belly. And we're going to call in the pattern. So bring to mind a specific repeating frustration. This could be getting overlooked at work, not feeling chosen, always being the responsible one, being too messy, could be a fear of always being in trouble. Well, think of a pattern in your life that frustrates you. Something that seems to come up over and over again. Let it rise up in your awareness. Allow yourself to feel it in your body. Where do you feel it the most? Your chest, your gut, your throat, just noticing. Now we're going to exaggerate it. Imagine the situation happening again and again, right now. Feel the disappointment, the humiliation, the rage, the sadness, the anxiety. Breathe into it. let the body tense, let the emotion swell, and stay with it. Or keep exaggerating the body. Any tension, get tenser. And exaggerate these feelings. Letting this emotion, letting any of these emotions swell. And breathing into it. Now just asking yourself, what secret pleasure might I be getting from this? Do you like how your body feels? What hidden satisfaction could there be? Is there a thrill in being the victim? Is there a power in being overlooked? Is there a secret turn on in being the one who suffers? Let yourself feel it. Let yourself experience what it could be. Let yourself admit it. You don't need to tell anybody. Just you right here. And keep breathing into it. Yeah. Now, we're just going to whisper to yourself silently, if this aligns for you. I love this. I want this. I created this. I love this. I want this. I created this. We're going to say it again. You can say it as many times as you want. Just inviting it, right? This is this moment of actually taking this power back and letting yourself enjoy it. Any part of it that you can. I love this. I want this. I created this. I love this. I want this. I created this. Let yourself feel if there's any pleasure, any enjoyment, not a guilt tripping, a place of taking the power back, that this just gets to be part of your choice. And giving yourself permission to enjoy this. What if it wasn't wrong? What if it wasn't bad? Yeah. What if your unconscious was brilliantly creating something so you could have this exact sensation? Yeah, so just let yourself revel and be in this sensation. How the shadow could be beautiful. Yeah, how the pain could be is satisfying, wanted. Yeah, let your body move, stretch, however it could feel good. Mm. And bringing your awareness back to your breath, placing your hand on your heart, and just letting your subconscious know, just thanking it, saying thank you to your subconscious, thank you to your shadow, to your brilliance in creating this moment. Thanking the gift hidden in this pattern. And just taking a few deep breaths. Inhaling what you've discovered and learned, and exhaling what doesn't serve you. Just taking a few deep breaths like that. And inhaling and just feeling your own power in creating these patterns, your own power in creating these sensations. And exhaling what doesn't serve you. When you're ready, opening your eyes. And just noticing who's here with you. If anyone feels open to sharing in the group chat or sharing live, if you want any more support and for sharing and going through it, I'd love to know what pattern you chose, or a secret satisfaction if you discovered one, or how it felt to admit any of it.
Yeah, I'll share. The thank you, but that was a really powerful experience, and I can see how it blends with a lot of the work that we've been doing, because there's the secret satisfaction for me, and it was a revelation, although not that surprising, was that this pattern meant that I could be tense and angry like a warrior. Like, I'm such an angry person. I've had such a lot of anger. I had not connected it with that. I had just, it almost like just brought that shadow into the light. Like, oh, I actually, it gives my unconscious has created this pattern because it gives me a place where it's justified to be this angry in my current world. And so that almost connects back to all those angry child parts that didn't get to express that. I found that fascinating, just fascinating. That, and so it just was so healing,
Mm.
um, and really obviously empowering. And I'm curious how now going forwards, I will notice that and how to step into remembering that my unconscious has chosen this for me to make this available as a space where it's justified to feel like this furious and this angry and really enjoy feeling that powerful and that physically strong and tense and mad. And I'm now, what's in my mind is, well, how do I, and I'm sure you've got an answer for me, is how do I now make different choices and how do I move forward from that place?
Thanks so much for sharing. Yeah, the whole idea in existential kink, which I love so much, is it's not that much in what you need to change and do to go forward. It's that you actually start shifting your subconscious so deeply. Like I got into this when I was really into, when I felt like I kind of finished being into neurolinguistic programming. And I was like, oh, here's like the embodied sense of that. We're not just with the mind, and it goes very deep into the body. And what they bring you into is they're like, meet this practice whenever you start feeling this pattern. So for you, it was like whenever you would start being angry, it's like going to your own room, go into the car, and let yourself fully feel the pleasure in the anger. And they bring people into like you get off on this practice. That's part of it, is you get so turned on by this thing that you thought was your biggest shadow that you let yourself fully pleasure into the release of, oh my gosh, this isn't, I love this so much. And just that is fully shifting your subconscious from going into, oh, this is wrong, this is bad, I'm angry, no one's gonna be my friend, no one will like me, like the world is horrible. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel so powerful. Look what I could do. I could like destroy my home with all this power. I feel so strong. And then you let yourself fully enjoy it so deeply in your body to get off on it is truly the practice of it. And that rewires your entire subconscious on this deep level that it's that level of enjoyment. And then the pattern naturally just starts shifting in your day to day because it's not ruling over you anymore. It's not the subconscious patterning, it's actually a conscious choice. And it rewires like that it's bad and that it's wrong and that it's weak. And it just really gets to flip it of, wait, you're consciously choosing it. So if you want to be angry, it's a conscious choice, not something that you're now a victim of again. And I think it was created by a bunch of people that had pretty intense like abusive backgrounds and like sexually assaulted backgrounds. And it was, I think that's what, I forgot her first name. I just know her last name's Elliot. That's like where she created this from. Was to take so much of her power back and become like this well integrated person. Supposedly she's well integrated. It's really hard to know if your teachers are well integrated, but I find I really enjoy this body of work, and I think it could be really helpful and enjoyable for you to practice. And this is pretty much just like the meditation that you get learned to teach. It's this, and that it's that you practice it enough that the new as a practitioner or student, you're just doing it regularly to shift your mindset, shift your own experience. Anyone else have a question or want to add anything? Or if you have another question, Alana, too, but. Okay. Okay, so this other element I wanted to bring in today is self-celebration. Feels really important. So, well, meditation felt like a big experience of self-celebration, and then it's actually how we can bring some more self-celebration into this community. So, I'm not sure how to do breakout rooms yet because I don't know why I can't find the button. Practiced it last night and now I can't find it anymore. But so we're just gonna do some self-celebration today. So you can use the same pattern, the same quality that you just were with a moment ago, or a different one. But I just want you to write down, hold in your heart a quality that you usually judge in yourself. This could be procrastination, sensitivity, stubbornness, whatever. This will be a group activity, so ideally you all are comfortable saying this quality out loud. So choose a quality that you could feel that you judge yourself in, but you're okay saying it out loud to the group. Now I just want to invite you to reframe this quality as a gift, just for yourself. You know, or sensitivity, could be empathy. Rigidity could be integrity. Stubbornness could be devotion and love. So if you can just write down on your paper, just remember what you would reframe your quality as. And if you're available to turn on your video for a moment and unmute yourself, I'd welcome you to. And or we can just do it with the people that we can see the videos of, that's fine. But we're just going to share what our word is and how we would reframe it out loud. And just being seen in that. So mine is rigidity and integrity.
Okay. Angry and passionate.
And then just feel yourself being seen in it. You can just popcorn whoever feels like they're next.
Indecisive and thoughtful.
Mm.
Mine is around my introverted nature and soft-spokenness.
Does anyone else want to go? Okay. Yeah, I just want to bring how you all feel of actually just saying it out loud. If it feels any different, almost like it's has less power over being bad, or you have your own judgment on it when you can just say it and own it out loud.
I have one, but I don't know how to reframe it.
Well, maybe we can do it together. Yeah.
Shame. Shame.
Maybe sovereignty. How does that feel for you? That reframe? No. Yeah, I don't know what Shin's reframe is. Off the top of my head. Yeah.
Can I offer something? Because thank you for saying that so much, because I have that too. And well, we all have that. But the words that come from it's making me feel quite tearful, because I think it's like the hardest thing. But the words that come for me to reframe, I don't know if it helps you, is deep and real. I don't know if that helps.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, Max, see if you can take the whole group into also seeing you. Yeah. Hmm. Thanks for sharing, Max. Thanks for receiving. Yeah, thank you all for sharing yourselves today. And I'm here for any questions you have
Raw.
for the week. Yeah?
Mine, I also don't really know how to reframe.
Oh,
It's just feels like fear right now.
it feels like what?
Fear. Fear.
Fear. Hmm.
Trust, maybe? I don't know. Care?
Fear. I was gonna say discernment.
Discernment. Yeah. Discernment. That's good.
Yeah, it's just taking being seen in your fear for a minute, will we, by this group. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I just want to invite you all to keep seeing if you can practice this throughout this week. Okay, where some of these qualities, these things that we're placing all this judgment or badness or shoulds on, right? Just by touching it, we can actually take some of the power back of that, like victimy, heavy, oh, this is so wrong, and like that lightness of just owning it, bringing it back to like the ground of your rested well-being. Okay, if we are working in creation with this reality, how we get to continue to work with this, how you get to continue to make your reality better and better. Oh, I'll send the replay out later today, and I'm here if you have any questions around it. It's also a great book. It's just called Existential Kink. It's a really fun book. It's a really good audiobook too, because the author reads it, and I think that makes it way more fun. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.